Music dividends. There you go. I love it. That's why I love sync, man. I really love my favorite, like sync fees are cool, but like my favorite part for real is just like the royalties, getting paid multiple times for work I only had to do one time. I love that. I was told having multiple pros wasn't possible. Is it different for syncing? No, you're right, Mimi. That's why we're going to use our kids. We're going to leverage our kids to sign up with the different PROs because we're all different individuals. So you as a writer, you can't be a writer with multiple pros. You can only be with one. If you're a publisher, you can be with all the PROs if you're registered as a publisher. But the workaround is just, get your kids signed up with the ones that you're not, and then just add them as a co-writer. Boom, it's a done deal. I haven't decided yet. I would need to educate myself more on it, but it's an interest of mine. Yeah, don't do what I do and have all that high energy Red Bull hip hop structure. Your structure is fine, bro. Be crushing it. Larry Bradshaw says residual income is where it is for me. I'm looking at retirement pretty soon, so placements are a must to supplement my income. Yep, exactly, Larry. Like I agree 100%. I think sync it's an amazing retirement plan, and I'm gonna share with you guys like how you can supercharge your retirement just with royalties. And you can do this even if you have a job full time, making as much music as you can. So when I first started, I'll say maybe like a few years into sync, still having a full-time job, I could generate, what was that? It was maybe like $5,000 in royalties a year. It's super doable with just putting in a couple hours every night after work. Super doable. You can make an extra 5,000 plus a year just from royalties. So I was able to do that. So now what if instead of taking the 5,000 and just eating it, whatever, buying more gear, you know how we are. What if you took the 5,000 and then you put it into an investment account or a retirement account, a Roth IRA, Roth specifically because of how that joint compounds the interest. So every time, and I think with Roth accounts, like the more often you like add money, it's just the compounding is insane. So if you got $12.50 per quarter, every quarter you put that $12.50 into a Roth IRA. You're probably ready to start trying to get TV placements, but you just don't know the next step to take. So I want you to download my free Sync Producer Quick Start Guide, which is going to help you do that. It's going to give you the steps and it's going to give you resources to get you started on this journey. So just go to clintproductions.com/free guide or click the link in the description and download that free Sync Producer Quick Start Guide. Let's pull up a Roth IRA calculator. We're going to see what this looks like, and so we can figure it out in real life. Screen share. What time is it? I have time. Okay, so let's find a Roth IRA calculator. We're about to geek out. I don't even know how we got here, but all right, so let's use, doesn't matter. They're all the same thing. All right. So current age, 35. I'm sure we're all around that age, right? Let's just keep it at 35. Tax filing status, I don't know. Married, filing jointly. Wait, no. Is this the Roth IRA calculator? Okay, it is. Okay, so annual income. I wonder if I should put, let's put 5,000, because I don't want to count like just what you make from your job. All right, so annual income 5,000, starting balance 0. Like we're just starting from scratch. Annual contribution 5,000. Average rate of return are generally around 6%. I thought that was lower. I thought it was like, or maybe I'm thinking about the S&P 500. I thought it was around like between 8 and 10, but whatever. Inflation, the economy is probably lower now. And then retirement age 67. So by age, if we started now, if you're 35 now, married, filing jointly by 67, so that's 32 years, you'll have $481,716 in that account. If you're single, it doesn't really change anything. Oh, wow. They punish you for being married and filing separately, apparently. You're gonna lose some money. So, wait, why didn't it change when I went to... Oh, that's weird. Let's use another one just to double check it. Let's use the bank rate one. Yes, Ray. Exactly. So Ray said Roth, you pay the tax up front, but it earns tax free. And once you start taking out the distributions at your retirement age, you don't have to pay tax on that. So it's literally like growing tax free, which is super dope. Okay, so we're gonna use this bank rate calculator as well, just to double check, because the Nerd Rally was, while it was doing weird things, when I switched it back, it didn't change the number, that's weird. So let's use the same age, 35. Our starting balance is 0. How much will you contribute annually? We're gonna do 5,000. What age do you want to retire? Let's put it back at 67, because that's what we had last time. What's your expected rate of return? They had 6%. This one had 7, so I'm going to change it back to 6. What will your marginal tax rate be? I guess that depends on how we file. We'll just keep it at 25% and then calculate. What is this maximized contribution? So yes, if you plan on contributing the maximum amount each year, this will also account for the additional 1,000 catch-up amount you're allowed to turn. I'm just putting no. Just keep it at the 5. So it was close. So this one came up with $454,000, and that's only $5,000 a year, though. That's the crazy thing. You could easily see sync fees, just the sync fee, $5,000. I had one. It was like an Apple TV show. It was like a $5,000 upfront sync. Bare minimum $5,000 just in royalties passively. And the dope thing, this is the dope part. The $5,000 that you're making from the royalties is not like you get you remember when we were getting stimulus checks and stuff like that during COVID? You only got that joint like the amount of times that they were giving it out, and then they stopped, and that was it. There's no more extra money. With sync, usually once the royalties start, they don't stop. So it's not like you just got 5,000 and now you don't get it anymore. No, like you will continue to get royalties, and those royalties are growing as you grow your catalog every single year. So now you may be able to do more than 5,000 next year or a couple years later. And then depending if you get a nice upfront sync fee come in, you may want to contribute a little bit more or whatever. So it can be super powerful if group it with a nice strategy. Even if you don't want sync to be your whole thing, you can use it to fund your retirement account and make your music work for you, man. So that's why I love it, man. It's a great tool. And not only that, but you build up a catalog of music. Now you have, it's just getting juicy now, man. I'm getting excited just talking about it. Now you have intellectual property that you can actually leverage and borrow against. So now you can get super hyper ninja tactical with it and borrow against a catalog of music that's earning you royalties every quarter, because like the banks will see that, this is like a catalog of music that earns money. You can even get a loan from, there's like royalty loan companies out there. Sometimes that's a whole nother subject, but now you can take that catalog, borrow against it, take a loan, go purchase some real estate, a rental property or something, leverage the loan, and then put a tenant in there and have the tenant pay the mortgage off, and then they're paying it. And there's a lot of things you can do, man, with music if you have the knowledge. So it's powerful.